You don't actually want love. You think you do, you cry to your friends about it, you beg the universe for it, but deep down, your brain is actually addicted to being rejected. I know, that sounds insane. You're about to scroll away because you're offended, but give me 30 seconds and I am going to prove that the bad luck you have in dating is actually a chemical addiction that is ruining your life. Let's look at the crime scene. You meet a guy. He's stable. He texts back in 5 minutes. He asks about your day. He is emotionally open. And what do you feel? You feel nothing. Actually, worse than nothing. You feel the ick. You tell your friends he's nice, but there's no spark. You think he's boring. You think he's desperate. But then you meet him, the ghost, the mystery, the guy who takes 6 hours to reply with 1 word, the guy who says he doesn't like labels and just wants to see where things go. And suddenly, your heart is pounding. You are checking your phone every 30 seconds. You are analyzing his Spotify playlists like a CIA agent. You think this anxiety is passion. You think the butterflies are chemistry. Listen to me very carefully. That is not chemistry. That is your nervous system screaming in terror because it recognizes a threat. Here is the terrifying part that nobody talks about. You are not attracted to him. You are attracted to the struggle. It's a psychological concept called intermittent reinforcement, and it is the exact same tactic casinos use to keep grandmas glued to slot machines until they go bankrupt. If you pulled the lever and won every single time, you would get bored and leave in 10 minutes. That's the nice guy. That's the stable relationship. Predictability kills the dopamine rush. But the emotionally unavailable man, he is the rigged slot machine. Most of the time, he gives you nothing. He ignores you. He's cold. But then, ding, 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 he sends 1 cute text. He gives you 1 night of vulnerability. He drops a crumb of affection, and your brain floods with dopamine. The high is so much more intense because you were starved for it. You aren't chasing a person. You are a drug addict chasing a chemical high that you only get when he finally decides to look at you. But wait, it gets darker. Because this isn't just about dopamine. This is about your childhood bedroom. I know, don't bring up my parents, but we have to. If you grew up in a house where you had to perform to get attention, or where love was conditional, or where a parent was emotionally distant, your brain wired itself to believe that love equals work. You learned that love is something you have to earn, fight for, and decode. So when you meet a guy who just gives it to you for free, your subconscious mind rejects it. It feels suspicious. It feels too easy. You don't know how to function in a relationship where you aren't constantly proving your worth. You feel useless if you aren't fixing him. And here is the part that is going to make you angry, but it's the truth that will set you free. Attracting these men is an ego trip. Yes, I said it. It is pure ego. Because if you can take the man who cannot love anyone, the uncatchable, broken, cold man, and make him love you, then you win. You are the special one. You are the exception. You think if I can crack his code, it proves that I am worthy. You are trying to retroactively heal your childhood trauma by forcing a grown man to be the parent who finally stayed. But he isn't going to stay. He isn't a puzzle to be solved. He's just a guy who doesn't want to be with you. So, why does this keep happening? Because your body is literally allergic to peace. When you are with a stable guy, there is no adrenaline, there is no panic. And to a chaos-addicted nervous system, peace feels like boredom. Peace feels like death. You mistake the absence of anxiety for the absence of love. You want to know how to stop? It is going to suck. You have to go through withdrawal. You have to stop swiping on the guys who look like they are going to ruin your life. You have to give the boring guy a chance. And when you feel that urge to run, when you feel that ick, you have to realize that is your trauma trying to sabotage your happiness. You have to sit in the boredom until your brain rewires itself to realize that safety is not a trap. Real love is not a roller coaster. Real love is not wondering where you stand. Real love is boring. It's safe. And it's the only thing that is going to save you. Stop chasing the butterflies. The butterflies are a warning sign. Start chasing the calm.